Alright, next up, you guys, we have a video that's been requested a couple of times, so figured I'd hook you guys up and show you what it is you were after. We have the adiPure 4s and the Tiempo Legend 4s. Both of them kind of fill a similar niche as far as the equipment in the game goes. They're both kind of all-around classic look, just a really top-flight kind of comfortable boot. So basically, the idea behind both of these is that they do everything well, but they don't do anything the best. And again, they're both what Nike and Adidas call heritage boots, and that they are. The Tiempo's been around. The Tiempo line's been around since 1984. The adiPure line's a little bit newer, but obviously it's a line that's kind of following in the footsteps of the Copas and the rest of that whole classic look. So. But anyway, let's break it down real quick, and we can kind of show you guys what the pluses and minuses to either one. So first of all, the adiPure 4, not what you would call a wide fit, that's for sure. If you're just eyeballing it here, they definitely do look kind of. They actually look a little bit wider than the Tiempo Legend 4s. If you take a look at the two of them side by side, you can see that. It can be a little bit misleading between these two shoes just because of the way they fit. The design on the adiPure 4 is, well, basically it's just kind of, it's really a classic, it's a minimalist kind of boot. All kangaroo leather upper, aside of course from this material right along the opening here. It has a sock liner that truthfully is kind of, I hate to use the word controversial, but it's definitely something that, people go back and forth on whether they like or not. The sock liner is, it's a pre-molded, it's got actually that same material as the Comfort sock liner on the F50s. Only problem is with the heel cup on this thing, there's this strange ridge right through the middle here that, again, like I said, some people like and some people really don't. When it comes to the comfort level of the boot, it definitely does affect it. I'm not saying it affects it one way or the other, because quite frankly, kind of full disclosure here, I'm not an adiPure wearer. That's it's really not my shoe. The adiPure is basically the look, the feel, and the fit are all kind of based on the Copa Mundial. So it's just basically kind of a technologically evolved version of the Copa. Obviously, with the Copa, you've got conical studs. These ones are obviously bladed. Definitely a big improvement over the adiPure 3 as far as fit and feel go. The heel isn't nearly as narrow, so your foot's not popping up out of there. That's definitely a plus. The lacing, same drill, straight-on lacing. The way it's laced actually is kind of a good thing. It allows, it definitely pools for a lot more space in your forefoot. So if you have kind of a little bit wider of a forefoot, this thing will definitely be able to accommodate you. So basically, if you're talking about average width to wideish, then the forefoot in the adiPure 4 won't let you down. It'll definitely work out for you. And aside from that, I mean, there's really not much else to the adiPure. It has a great touch to it, no question. It's very comfortable. It's a smart-looking shoe. Definitely like them a lot. On the other hand, with the Tiempo Legend 4, these ones are designed to fit as many feet as is humanly possible. And it definitely shows. They have just a little bit more space right through the forefoot in here. They are extremely comfortable. They're built on the same last as the CTR 360s, the Maestri 2s, and it's very much to its benefit. The Maestris, as you know, are an extremely comfortable boot. These ones actually, as far as I'm concerned, the leather on these ones has the material on the upper, the K-Lite on the upper of the Maestri licked. The leather is absolutely baby soft. You can definitely, even visually you can tell. It is a very supple leather. It's very comfortable. It's quite nice. This is a little bit stiffer of a leather here on the adiPure 4, but really, once these things break in, they're very similar. They both kind of toughen up. So, but that's what they're designed to do, so no shock there. Conical studs, except for the hybrids up front here, the lateral blades, and then blades at the heel, obviously for increased traction, but at the same time, it's a very safe shoe. It's a shoe that you can wear on any surface. It's a shoe that you can wear, for really any length of time. If you're playing the full 90 minutes, this is definitely a shoe for it once you've broken it in. Some people, I know it sounds crazy, but some people when they're breaking in shoes, they like to switch up at halftime. This is a shoe you can wear right out of the box and wear for the full 90 minutes. It has these little studs right at the front here and also on the heel. Meant to be for increased traction when towing off, and truthfully, these ones don't make any sense to me. These little, these little kind of half studs right over here, they don't make any sense to me. These ones make a little bit of sense to me, only because of the original Vapor design. But nevertheless, these are, it's a supremely comfortable shoe. The sock liner is absolutely terrific. It is a very tacky sock liner, so when you're playing in the wet, which obviously the Tiempos have an issue with because they take on a lot of water, but when you're playing in the wet, you're not going to slip. This sock liner is simply too tacky. It's very, very sticky. So, and it does do the job very well. Just like on the Maestries, it does have that micro suede lining right on the heel. So that is plus and minus. It's extremely comfortable when the weather's nice, but it's also a little bit unfortunate when it's wet because your foot can slide around as a result of it. But it is, it's definitely, when it comes to comfort level when you're nice and dry, really it does actually kind of help it out a little bit. Now, basically between the two shoes, like we said, kind of the fundamental thing about these two shoes is that they're both supposed to be like a jack-of-all-trades type of shoe. They both pull it off very nicely, but truthfully, the thing that kind of separates the two of them as far as quality goes is the comfort level. The comfort level in the Tiempo Legend IV is really just as good as it gets. It's right up there with the Maestri 2s. It's right up there with a pair of adiPure SLs. They're extremely comfortable boots. They feel absolutely terrific. The adiPure 4s, nevertheless, are a very comfortable shoe, but they just don't hold a candle to the Tiempo Legend 4s. So as a result, you're going to find that Adidas is already in the works to improving and updating the adiPure line. The adiPure 11 Pro will be out in the spring, and we'll kind of see for ourselves how that turns out. But honestly, if you put these two head-to-head, which is what Nike essentially wanted to do in the market, was put these head-to-head with the adiPure 4s, the Legend 4s really do trump the adiPure 4s. They do a great job. They're extremely comfortable. They're really just a great all-around quality boot. They both have terrific touches, and as far as durability, actually, the Legends have held up very well, much better than the original 3s, that's for sure. No problems with the outsole like there was in the 3s, simply because it's a one piece as opposed to two, so that piece on the forefoot isn't popping up or anything like that. And as for these bad boys right here, the outsole is really just as good or as bad as it's ever been. You know, the adiPures really haven't had any difference to the outsole whatsoever up to this point. However, that is going to change in spring too. The outsole for the adiPure for the 11 Pros is way different, and you guys are going to be pleasantly surprised by that. But anyway, if you guys have questions, you know where to leave them. We try to get back to you as quick as we can. Lately, we've been a little bit log jammed, but we are going to get right back on top of things and start updating. Don't forget to check out our second channel too, Gold Store Family. That one's going to be a little bit different. That one's not so much product information as it is product care. We're going to show you how to take care of your stuff, and we're also going to show you, we're going to give you really, the adults in some of our lives here, a better idea on how to help their kids with shopping and stuff like that. So, and if you got any questions over there, feel free and leave them. So we're going to try and make everybody out there just as educated as you are. So anyway, thanks for tuning in, guys. We really appreciate it, and hope this helps. And if you guys have any more questions, like I said, leave them right in the comments.